When people hear the word stealth, they typically picture sleek, black bat-winged jets like the F-117 or the B-2 Spirit. These aircraft are masters of evading radar, designed from the ground up to be ghosts on an enemy's screen. Their magic lies in shaping and materials that deflect or absorb radar waves, rather than reflecting them back to the receiver. This is the world of radio frequency stealth, enabling penetration of contested airspace. For a fixed-wing jet at high speed and altitude, radar is the primary threat, so RF reduction is paramount. For a helicopter, the definition of stealth is far broader. Helicopters live low and slow, hiding in terrain. Down in the clutter, the threats include shoulder-fired missiles, infrared sensors, and even ears. A helicopter's stealth must span radar, infrared, acoustic, and visual domains. Each signature needs a unique and often conflicting solution. Quieter can mean hotter. Lower radar signature can mean heavier and less efficient. True rotorcraft low observability is holistic, managing all signatures to delay detection. It's not total invisibility, that's fantasy. It's about shrinking the bubble, being heard at 2 miles instead of 5, seen at 8 instead of 20. Those seconds and miles give special operators surprise, letting them act before the enemy even knows they are there. Of all the challenges in making a helicopter stealthy, none is more daunting than the problem of noise. The violent churning of air by massive rotating blades enables flight, and betrays it acoustically. Blade vortex interaction happens when a blade slices through the turbulent wake of the one ahead. In still air, that signature travels for miles. An acoustic, "I'm here." It's a fingerprint that's incredibly hard to erase. Engineers pursue complex blade shapes, swept tips, and unique airfoils. More blades and uneven counts spread energy across frequencies, blurring the classic whomp-whomp. But added blades mean weight, complexity, and potential lift penalties. Then there's the tail rotor, small, fast, and high-pitched. The Stealth Hawk hinted a solution: a shrouded tail rotor, a fenestron, to muffle and direct noise. It adds weight and complexity, and isn't a complete answer. Turbine whine and gearbox gear mesh add significantly to the acoustic signature. Insulation, specialized exhausts, and precision gearing help, but add weight. Every decibel cut often costs in weight, agility, and money. A truly silent helicopter likely isn't physically possible. The public's imagination was captured by the Abbottabad wreckage, but the quest began long before. As air defenses grew sophisticated, special operations and rescue helicopters became vulnerable. The Pentagon needed aircraft that could slip behind the Iron Curtain unseen. Enter the Boeing Sikorsky RAH-66 Comanche, designed stealth from the ground up. Composites, 5 quiet blades, retractable gear, and internal weapons bays kept its profile clean. It would scout and strike ahead of the main force. After decades and billions, Comanche was canceled in 2004. The world had changed. Funds flowed to Apache and Black Hawk upgrades, and to unmanned systems. Comanche know-how, composites, acoustics, IR suppression, avionics, fed into black projects. The Stealth Hawk used in the Bin Laden raid likely benefited directly, favoring a stealth kit over a new airframe on the proven MH-60. A practical, lower-risk approach. Deep modifications to a platform the 160th already trusted. The mangled tail section left in Abbottabad was our first and only real look at the so-called Stealth Hawk. While the US never acknowledged it, experts pieced together a plausible picture from that one piece. The design focused on reducing radar and acoustic signatures, a shrouded tail rotor with many small blades, quieter than conventional designs, sharp, flat, radar-defeating fairings to deflect energy away. RAM coatings absorbed radar and converted it into trace heat, shrinking RCS. A dark matte finish for visual stealth at night, potentially tuned for IR blending. Not just bolt-ons, an integrated redesign, likely touching the entire airframe. A covered main rotor hub hid reflective linkages. Exhaust suppressors mixed hot and cool air to cut heat. Windows may have had thin metallic coatings to prevent radar reflections from the cockpit. Every surface, angle, and component likely faced signature scrutiny. Its existence proves low observable helicopter mods are possible, fielded as a pragmatic compromise for the few who need it most. The disparity comes down to design, mission, and threats. Fighters face sophisticated radars and optimize frontal RCS, speed, and altitude. High-speed jet physics are clean and predictable for stealth shaping. Helicopters are dynamic, spinning rotors, exposed mechanisms, a radar nightmare. Blade tips move toward and away at hundreds of miles per hour, creating Doppler flashes hard to hide. You can shape the fuselage, but rotors dominate returns. Helicopters hover, land in rough clearings and take ground fire. Delicate coatings and panels don't love dust, branches, and small dents. A stealth helicopter fleet would face immense maintenance loads. Threats aren't just radars, heat seekers, acoustic nets, and eyes all matter. Jets can prioritize RF stealth. Helicopters must split effort across spectra. Hence, stealth is standard on new US fighters, but a niche, specialized rotorcraft capability due to physics and practicality. The single biggest obstacle to a fleet of stealth helicopters is the astronomical cost. Developing any new aircraft is costly. Adding multispectral LO sends the bill skyward. By 2004, Comanche had consumed nearly $7 billion, with a potential total near $40 billion. Stealth aircraft are expensive to maintain. Fragile RAM and coatings need controlled storage and expert techs. Simple field fixes on a standard Black Hawk can become depot events on a stealthy variant. Fuel, spares, and man-hours stack up. Unsustainable at scale for a workhorse fleet. Is a tiny stealth fleet better than many upgraded conventional helos? For 99% of missions, no. Transporting troops, medevac, cargo, standard Blackhawks and Chinooks do it for a fraction of the cost. Stealth is for the highest risk, most sensitive missions. Thus, a silver bullet strategy, small, specialized fleets for units like the 160th SOAR. It balances what's possible against budget reality. Widespread stealth remains a luxury rotorcraft can't afford. The strategic landscape shifted since Comanche's European focus. For 2 decades, US forces fought counterinsurgencies. The primary threats weren't high-end radars, but RPGs, heavy machine guns, and older shoulder-fired missiles. In coin, a multi-billion-dollar stealth helicopter can be a sledgehammer for a small nut. Armor, missile warning, and countermeasures take precedence. Payload capacity and rugged FOB operations are paramount. A high-cost, maintenance-intensive stealth helo risks becoming a liability in high-tempo ops. Drones now perform the dangerous scout role, loitering for hours with powerful sensors, without risking pilots. They're cheaper to procure and operate than a manned stealth helicopter, making more sense for most reconnaissance. Yet, as focus returns to near-peer adversaries with dense IADS, niche stealth helo capability to insert SOF or conduct critical ISR grows valuable again, likely in small, specialized numbers. The mystery of the Stealth Hawk and the Comanche legacy are shaping the US military's next rotorcraft generation. The Army's future vertical lift program will replace Blackhawks and Apaches. Not pure Comanche-style stealth, low observability, and signature management baked in from day one. V-280 Valor for long-range assault, and a new attack reconnaissance aircraft to come. Shaping, composites, and sophisticated IR management reduce exposure to radar and heat seekers. Survivability becomes a balance. Tech plus tactics, not invisibility. The future isn't all or nothing. Stealth will be scalable. Baseline aircraft will be quieter and lower signature than today, with highly classified variants for elite units. The ghost of Abbottabad may be gone, but its spirit lives on in the future of American air power.